What is the best time of the day to check your own blood pressure? In this video, we're going to cover it thoroughly. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a doctor of chiropractic for over 26 years. I'm going to give you realistic advice based on my experience and based on the scientific literature. The best time of the day, if you only had to pick one, would be in the early morning. I'm going to give you the details of exactly how to do this, but it's the early morning. Before you take your blood pressure medication and after you pee. That's right, you heard that correctly. So when you get up in the morning, what you're going to do is you are going to go to use the restroom, because actually a full bladder will raise your blood pressure. You heard me correctly. A full bladder will actually increase your blood pressure, and I have other videos on that. But before you take your blood pressure, what you want to do is you're supposed to be taking your blood pressure and discovering what your resting blood pressure is, and that's key. It's called resting blood pressure for a reason. It's not overly excited blood pressure. You want to know what your resting blood pressure is. So when you get up in the morning, go use the restroom. Prior to eating anything, prior to taking your blood pressure medication, what you will do is you will sit down, make sure that your feet are touching the floor. Make sure that you have adequate back support, that you're leaning back into a chair so that you're nice and relaxed, that your arms are supported, and then relax for a little bit. Give it 5-10 minutes of just relaxation. At that point, then you will take your blood pressure. If you're not sure how to take your blood pressure properly, and I'm giving you some clues right now that I'll have another video on that. That's a video from the past. Basically, you can just look it up. Go to the search function of my YouTube channel and type in how to check your blood pressure, and it's on there. Then, and only then, after checking your blood pressure, you can then take your blood pressure medication, or you can have breakfast, or you go about your day. Now, the second best time to take your blood pressure, assuming people work, this is assuming kind of a standard average American day. You wake up, you go to work, you go to sleep, the next day you get up, you go to work, wake up, go to work, next day repeat until you die. That wasn't nice, I'm sorry, but that's what people say. So assuming you wake up, you check your blood pressure, you have your breakfast, you go to work, at nighttime, maybe before going to bed, you will sit down in the chair, feet are on the ground, back is supported, arms are resting, relax for about 5-10 minutes, check your blood pressure then. Because the goal of doing this is you want to make sure that you're having accurate tests, that you're measuring your blood pressure at the same time of the day, you're measuring it in the same circumstances, so there's no variables. If you take blood pressure in the morning one day and then the next day you take it after you've had your coffee and donuts and cigarette, you're gonna have wildly different numbers. That was a joke, by the way. You should not be doing any of those things. I was just making a point. But seriously, what if you take your blood pressure right before you're stressed, or right before that important meeting, or you have a full bladder and you check your blood pressure? Or I've had patients that have said, my blood pressure numbers are all over. And I say, well, what time of the day do you take it? And they say, well, I don't know, I take it whenever. What does whenever mean? You want to know your resting blood pressure. Constipation, lack of sleep, muscle pain, migraines. How much longer do we have to suffer? Why aren't we taking magnesium supplements? 70% of people are not getting enough magnesium in their diet because they're either limiting the amount of food that they're eating, or they're limiting the types of food that they're eating. If you were eating broccoli, you'd have to eat 21 cups of broccoli to get 400 milligrams of magnesium. You'd have to eat 2.5 ounces of pumpkin seeds, 5 ounces of almonds, or 3 cups of spinach, all equal 400 milligrams of magnesium. And unless you're eating like that, that is why we benefit so much from taking magnesium supplements. Now, you could do whatever you want. Take whatever magnesium supplement that you want. But the one that I have been using is from Bioptimizers. It's this one called Magnesium Breakthrough, and it is awesome. I simply take 2 tablets at nighttime before I go to bed. It supplies 500 milligrams of magnesium. It's got 7 different types of magnesium in it. Magnesium helps support our health. It helps our heart. It helps our muscles. It helps us sleep. It helps with people with headaches. It helps a ton of things and helps support our body in its natural healing. Bioptimizers is the sponsor of this video, so I will put their link down below in the description, and also there will be a discount code.